Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 78 of Europa Universalis 4 as Spain. We are at war against France, which seems to be something that we do quite a lot these days. And we do have a few big armies that did give us a little bit of a kicking, so we do have to be a little bit careful with them. They did manage to put the hurt on us quite a lot in the previous video, which was a little bit of a pain. I'm going to try and keep some of my armies sort of close together. I don't want to sort of lose this war. We shouldn't. I mean, it should be fine. Let's go ahead and colonize this one. No, we can't because... oh, that's California. That's unfortunate. So, is there anywhere else left to colonize? We are actually fighting over here in the Antilles, which is fantastic. We've landed some troops. Do we want to go and colonize anywhere else? I don't think we can actually reach anywhere else, which is the problem. We might be able to sort of get in up there. Let's go ahead and send somebody. We might get there on time. I'm not paying too much attention to what's going on over here. It is a little bit of a waste. But let's make sure that we get this sorted out. We are getting very close to the end of the campaign now. We're nearly done. We might actually have this finished by the time the new expansion comes out. Which is Cradle of Civilization. It isn't all that far away now. Let's go ahead and move this stack in here. They do have some big armies that I would like to jump on. At the same time, I definitely want to try and grab as many of their forts as possible. We should definitely go ahead and get that wall breach on Paris. I think the reason that I didn't do that in the last video is I didn't want to end up pulling my troops off of here to sort of engage in a fight, but they seem to be backing off, which is fine. Loser stability, that is very unfortunate. Why did that happen? I don't think I like it. I guess we'll leave it for now. It's not a huge thing. Now let's go ahead and move you in. You're actually very weak. This is a 60 stack, but it's a 60 stack that has taken a lot of damage. So we do want to give it some time to sort of remuster its strength. We can leave it here for now though, it is fine. So we've got a 60 stack here. I'd prefer that 60 stack to go away, if I'm honest. But we can just sort of nip in and grab some of these little provinces that don't have forts in. We might as well get them done nice and quick. Let's make sure we stay on top of the conversions. How are we doing for overextension? We have none. Excellent. That's fine. Unfortunately, we had a disease outbreak here, which has caused us some issues. And we don't have any manpower, which is also causing a few issues. So let's go ahead and just stand in... Well, I don't really want to stand in there, because that amount of attrition is not going to be good for us at all. But let's go ahead and just split this stack and put some extra bodies on there so we can keep the siege going. Let's have a quick look at what's going on down here. You're not our problem, so we're not bothered about that. You've got the same issue here. You don't have enough units to siege. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves a few more mercenaries. It will put us over the force limit, but that is fine. Making plenty of money. We don't really need to worry about that. So our big problem at the moment is manpower. So we really need to get that sorted out. But yeah, let's use you guys and just sort of grab a few of these provinces. If we can defeat their armies a couple of times, I think we'll be good. The main issue that we've got is the lack of manpower. And I very much doubt... that was the Siege of Maine. Did we not already have that? We've got a big stat there. We could potentially move in on them, but it is risky. Right, you're moving in there to go and attack. You can get there, you can get there. Are you still going to move in? No, you've changed your mind. I thought you might. So let's move you out of there. Let's leave you... move you back there. Yeah, they thought about it. They've decided now that they're going to go somewhere else. Now, just before I unpause, can we get any more manpower from the estates? I'm going to guess probably not. Additional levies, we can't do it until 78. Yeah, we've got another 10 years before we can pull that off. So that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this siege done down here. We'll grab these guys and move them in. France are trying to move in with... oh, wow, we actually Where are you? Right, come back from Ming. That was rather unfortunate. They've got a big stack down here, and we just sort of ran right into them. So let's bring all you guys back. Do we have another stack down here that we could get involved in this battle? Probably. But yeah, they've got a stack down here, which is a bit of a pain. Let's move you guys. Do I really want to do that? No, I guess we'll just stay there. We're not making any progress, though, and we're just getting hits to manpower. There isn't really an awful lot that we can do. We could go ahead and pay for some edicts, I suppose. Because we don't... I never use them. I always forget. We can go ahead and do these edicts. And get local manpower modifier. It does really increase the maintenance. But yeah, if we go ahead and just do all of this promoting military recruitment wherever we can, and that will really help to get us some more manpower. Because at the moment, it's just pretty bad. It will cost us more money doing this, but that's fine. Hopefully that'll speed things up a little. So let's keep our eye on what's going on up here. We still haven't managed to take Paris yet. Let's move you guys over here and see if they try and come in from either direction. You've actually just backed off. We've lost a battle down here. That was just a mercenary. That's fine. So let's get you guys together if possible. So you're trying to take that back, which is unfortunate. We've taken losses here. This is the problem that we've got. We've got a good general here. I might just go and attempt to take this fight. Because we need to recover some manpower. If we don't recover some manpower, we're not going to be able to siege anything out anyway. And we are also moving down here with a 30 stack. Maybe I'll just wait and put these guys in a neighbouring province. Let's stick them next door in the jungle. And we'll jump on them with numbers later. I'm going to move these guys to a more central position so they can deal with any rebellions should any crop up. They're likely to at some point. Are you guys not building more ships? You are. They just don't seem to be actually getting built. That's fine. Still only a negative 14 chance that we're going to get Paris. Now, what I'd like to do is jump on these guys over here if possible. You guys are taking a lot of attrition. Let's go and split you up for the time being in a way where you're not too spread out. Right, we've got this one here, so let's move in with this group. And if we're lucky here, we can go ahead and grab this 38 stack without these guys getting too involved. This is kind of what I want to go for, right. So let's tell both of these armies to move in. You're going to get there on the 13th, you're going to get there on the 14th. Let's stop you from moving. Let's wait one day and get you to move in. So now you should both arrive on the 14th. You are moving in, and you're forced marching. So let's force march with you. Now we will take some hits if we do this, that's for sure, but hopefully we can catch their army out. They are locked, so we are going to engage them over here. They're not going to get away from us. So, this battle over here we should win with ease. This battle here is a little bit more risky. We can go ahead and grab one of these armies and try and march it in over here as well. I mean, they probably should both be over here. We did actually win. Good. Right, let's make sure that we don't have forced march on, so that we can recover some manpower. Let's move you down here, because you are, like, mostly destroyed. We'll get everybody with forced march off now. And we'll just sort of move people in. We want to sort of try and keep people fairly close by. Did they actually lose that army completely? It looks like we got a stack wipe. That's fantastic if we did. And we want to try and make sure we don't have attrition. So we'll split people up where we can. This little army down here might as well make itself useful and grab some stuff. Now, what have we got going on down here? There's a 35% chance that these guys are going to grab this. I'm going to leave those two mercenaries there for a while. Let's go and move in. We do have a leader. We've got our 3 siege leader here. So hopefully, well, our 3-star leader. So let's move both of you guys in, see when you arrive. You would get there on the 4th of January. You would get there on the 6th of January. So let's stop you from moving 2 days. You should now both arrive on the 6th of January. Fantastic. So we should go ahead and win this battle. Hopefully they're not going to get lucky and get the siege. No, they did not. Fantastic. And that was a stack wipe. So let's go ahead and stand down here. We will take these guys down. We'll mix them up with that army. Got some more conversions to do. So it's all going nicely so far. Now, the French have already got low war enthusiasm, which is great. But I still want to take as much as we can. So you've got a 48 stack over there that I am keeping my eye on. A 7% chance that Paris is going to fall. Right, they are actually backing off. That is good. So you guys split up and go ahead and grab both of those provinces. That'll be fantastic. We can take military tech. Again, we're quite a bit ahead of time, but it will improve our cannons. So let's go ahead and do that. We now have the sort of best cannons that you can get in the game. So let's just... right, you're moving in over there, are you? I thought you might try something like that. Okay, force march in with you. You guys are going to force march in as well. And you guys are probably going to do a shift consolidate. But you're also going to go and force march in. So we might be able to take... No, they've changed their mind. That was interesting. Remember, our force marching is actually free. Just don't leave it on when you don't need it on, because you just end up taking extra... well, you don't... you do not get your... What's the words I'm looking for? You don't get your morale back if you are force marching. So let's go ahead and make sure we don't have force march on when we don't need it on. And of course, they're going to take attrition if they all start sitting around there anyway. How much manpower do we need? 85,000. We're a lot of manpower down. We still haven't taken Paris yet, although we're getting close. You are deciding to move in there again. Let's go ahead and force march in with everyone else. I don't even mind if they just keep changing their mind, because that just means we don't have to fight them. And if we don't have to fight them, we are essentially saving ourselves the manpower from taking the battle. So I don't mind just deterring them. That is fine. But I would like people to sort of have the opportunity to try and get their health back if possible. We could go over here and try and siege out Begonia, but I don't think we will. Yeah, these guys are having a bit of a time at the moment, sort of moving around backwards and forwards. They don't really know what they're doing. Come on, 42% chance that Paris falls. Ah, and we didn't even get that. Okay, let's go and have another look down and see how things are going in Africa. So, we're going to be taking a lot of attrition here. We've got one mercenary regiment. Did we lose another one? Oh, the two mercenary regiments are separate. Let's take the one without the general. We can go ahead and move in there. Yeah, you guys just do not have enough men at all. So, let's go ahead and split this army up. And half of you can go in and just sort of go and siege out Congo. And the rest of you stay there and do something useful. We'll probably speed the whole thing up, actually, if we just go and pay... need 50... Oh, we don't have enough military points right now. Okay, that's fine. We can wait. We can save it up. France look like they're also at war with the Chokwe as well. So, and they're defending against Savoy. So France have got a few wars going on at the moment. That should help us. I don't think Savoy's actually able to actively do anything against France right now, though, which is good. Mercenaries, yeah, we're not really hiring a huge number of them. We've got a 42 stack there. More conversions, very good. Almost done with all of the religious conversions here now. Right, okay. So, are we going to get this time around? Somewhere else has come under our occupation. Where was that? Did we actually grab something down here? We didn't get a... Oh, it's this. I was going to say, we didn't get a lucky roll because we were far too far away. But we'll use you guys to grab as much stuff down here as we can. I want to take at least their coast just to block them in. That's kind of the plan here. Let's keep our eye on this. I want to get out of this war as soon as possible, actually. Because I want to try and get Britain integrated as quickly as we can. Yeah, Savoy's actually trying to move through now, and they'll probably go and siege out this, which I guess is technically fine, right? We have taken Paris now, so let's actually think about getting out of this war, because we just, I mean, we could get a lot more war score, I guess. Let's take coastal stuff where we can, because coastal stuff is really nice, particularly Calais. If we can take Calais, that's great. We can actually take all of France's coast. Let's not take that for now. We're going to take all of France's coast up there. Now, can we take anything down here? This will give us a coalition with France, which is fine. Still just France. Still just France. Still just France. Right, so we could literally take all of their coast. Now, what about over here? Do we want to take anything in the Antilles? Do we want to take anything from California? So we could certainly take some of this. That's about as much as you are willing to give us. But I think that's probably enough. Or do we want to carry on and try... We're out of manpower. I mean, we could just go and throw down here and just try and win a battle and get some more war score. We're on 55. So we can probably get a little bit of extra war score. They do have another big stack around somewhere. I just don't know where it is. It might come and get involved. But yeah, a 55 war score. Still on 55 war score, yeah. So we're kind of not really gaining anything at the moment. So let's go ahead and think about taking that deal. They still wouldn't give us anything else. I mean, we know we're not going to be able to take all of France. I think that's enough. Right, we've got a lot of stuff that we need to sort out now because we've got overextension and stuff coming out of the wazoo. So let's go ahead. That's our 3-star general stack. Let's move you over here. Let's move you guys up and put you all together. So we're going to have loads of black flagged armies. We're going to have loads of people who are taking attrition. Some of these armies, you're a 9-9 stack, so you're one group. Let's move you out of there. You are a ridiculously large group. Let's split you up. Looks like you've lost a unit of infantry somewhere. But that's fine. You've gained a unit of infantry. There's the problem. Must have added one to the wrong unit. So let's move you down there. Someone's got to stay up here to deal with some of these. And then you're an 18 stack, so that's fine. You're an 18 stack. You can move up there. And then this is like 2 colossally huge stacks. I've just got so many people around. Right, we're not at war. We need to get our royal marriage back with England. And I think they've just actually offered the royal marriage to me. Yep. So that puts us on 197. Excellent. So what we can do now is annex vassal. It's only going to cost us 166 Diplo points to do it, which is really cheap. We've got a load of coring that we want to do. We have a demand for unlawful territory from Cologne. No, we're not going to accept that. So go away. So we need to get our manpower back. Right, we have a double stack there. So let's split you up and get half of you sort of back home if we can. Right, okay. That's all looking good. Now, somebody else did say we should take Morocco, which would make our country's name look a lot nicer. Can't say I disagree. So let's go ahead and start moving some troops over here. We might be able to even take all of Morocco. I do want to finish off Mali as well before we get to the end of this campaign. But yeah, France is getting sort of taken out bit by bit over here. We're probably not going to get too much more done over here with Bermanis, although it does look like they've lost a few wars. Let's give Scandinavia some military access. They'll like us more. Got a few conversions that we can do, so let's start working on those. Right, overextension is dangerously high. It's only 93%. I say only, but yeah, it's 93%. British Mexico is high again. Let's go ahead and just placate the rulers and we'll decrease their tariffs. It'll all help out at the end of the day. So let's try and get some manpower back where we can. We're 92,500 men down. That hurts quite a bit. But we do want to get that back. How long is it going to take us? We can bring back the diplomat from Great Britain that's improving relations. We're already 10% of the way through the full annexation of Great Britain, which is fantastic. It's going to make life a lot easier for us. But yeah, you can see a lot of these armies are just like completely wrecked. We have no manpower at all. We're gaining a fair bit back, which is nice, but we're still well behind. We are ahead of time. We're in November, so we might as well at the very least wait until we get into December and save another 10%. Definitely want to take some more admin tech. But yeah, France is actually quite small now. I would like to take Morocco. These armies, of course, need to recover some of their health. We've lost a general, which is unfortunate. We'll keep some more conversions going. We are into the next year. We can enact a national decision. We can build the Panama Canal for 30,000 ducats. I could do it, but I'm not going to do it, because most of these things are a waste of time anyway, because anybody can use them. Did we not get Ming's opinion up high enough? I know that we maxed out our relationships with him. Why does he hate us? Wants our subjects provinces. Well, in that case, then, that mission's never going to happen. So let's just go back in there and cancel the mission. We get a new one. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Yes, I know I'm massively ahead of time, but it's fine. What else am I going to spend the points on, really? It's not going to take long to integrate England at all. Even Austria are up here kicking the snot out of the French. So Great Britain is going to become ours very, very soon. We have an oversized army somewhere, which is because you've got those 2 mercenaries in there. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. Let's put us below our force limit. You guys can move up over here. Not too sure what's going to happen with Mali once these revolutionaries get their demands, but they most likely will. What have we got over here? We have some more revolutionaries. They spawned right under some of my troops, which in one sense is good because they get killed nice and easily, but on the other hand, it does cost us... Oh, they're mercenaries, that's fine. I was going to say on the other hand it's going to cost us manpower, but they were just mercenaries. So we're working on colonising as much of this as we can. Still don't know why we can't get to that. It's a little bit of a pain. But yes, we'll certainly carry on here. British Louisiana should become ours at some point as well. There are a few little provinces here that still just straight up belong to Britain, but that's fine. We're going to take on a few extra colonies quite shortly, but there's not much we can do about that. Anyway, that's probably a good place to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4, and I will see you next time.